Welcome, everyone, to Raw. Say hi, Joker.
Hello, everyone. We are back.
And we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. Tonight, I got a good one for you. We are crowning the new North American champion because I said so. So let's start off right now. Yeah, we got a number one contenders match right here for the North American title. Penta versus Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. Got a number one contenders match for the women's tag team titles. A number one contenders match for the women's Intercontinental Championship. A number one contenders match for the women's World Championship. And a number one contenders match for the World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank. Royal Rumble. Blech. Shut up. I was speaking too fast. Hey, Jacker, what do you have to say about the recent news that we got for 2K 25, 26, whatever?
26. I don't know. It's like, it makes me kind of, excited to see what they do, but also, it's 2K.
Oh, we know she's not going to be in the next game. I wonder if Dakota Kai is going to make it. And I see her being a 50-50 for making it.
Well, we'll find out the full roster on 27th.
Is that next week?
Yep. Right before the Rumble. Not Rumble, the Chamber.
Oh, is that what's inside the box?
Yes, that'll be technically revealed on the Elimination Chamber.
The point would be if inside that giant box they showed off on Raw was just a piece of paper on the inside with the full roster.
Oh God! Now the
it just
Chamber's
occurred to me that you have Ciampa.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I'm curious what you're going to do at the NXT titles. I guess they're going to be a hardcore title based off of their looks.
Don't know yet.
Oh, for those wondering, we're keeping all the NXT titles. We're just ditching NXT. I don't really think any of us want to do 3 shows anymore. And since that we get 10 slots, I see no reason why we can't just move over all the titles.
Yes.
I will say I'm interested to see what we do with Los Garza. Or do you just have our very own tag team championships, mid-card championships? Or we could always get that mixed tag team championship.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, I would like to possibly use Los Garza more, but the idea of a mixed tag team title seems interesting, but I don't know how it works.
I mean, we already have... Well, yeah, probably in the next game. So I guess it'd be a forever feud between the Miz and Maurice versus Jimmy and Naomi. And I guess Becky and Seth. Yeah, the Vision.
Yes.
Now, I was actually thinking, since that we got confirmation that we're gonna get tag teams, tag team creation, that means that we can finally do our own little tag team factions now. Without it defaulting to the Hurt Business.
Yeah.
And there's Eve.
Yeah.
Also, after you realize this means our PLEs are going to be about 10 matches now.
Is it too late to retire?
I mean, you know what they say, Joker, you can sleep when you're dead. What's wrong? You don't want to do for our special PLEs 5 matches? 10 matches. And that's what we were doing before.
Yes. Oh, not lie. The longer pay-per-views were also kind of burning me out. I'm glad we split it up into 2-night shows because that did help.
Yes, imagine doing 20 matches.
No.
Who's your pick to win this?
From Tokyo, Japan.
Honestly, I have no idea.
I bet it's Nia Jax. You know, the obvious.
I think Nia Jax will be like one of the first ones kind of eliminated.
I guess that is possible, but she would have to have the luck of Jordan Grace.
So at this point, only Jordan Grace has the luck of Jordan Grace.
Oh, she could win tonight. Also, I guess it would only be 10 matches if we bring in the other tag team titles.
Mm-hmm.
I sure just want to have a special 24/7 title. Or we just stick with 4-4. And we just have the 2 Money in the Bank slots. Still not entirely sure how we're going to pull that off unless we want to do 2 Money in the Banks. You know, have 2 men's and women's Money in the Bank matches. One for your show, one for my show.
I don't know, to be honest.
I will say this, Joker. Jade Cargill did have a good match against Jordan Grace on SmackDown.
I still don't think she needs the championship.
I think she needs the championship, and that's kind of the problem. She needs it. Otherwise, WWE wasted their money. Seriously, can we go back to this Chelsea Green? And I guess we kind of still do, but can we bring back the original Alba Fire and Piper Niven? I'm just hoping that we get their Solotrons. Speaking of which, maybe I should put Piper Niven in this match. And there's someone we haven't done anything with. Maybe that's someone you could put against Victoria next. Or the other one. Liv Morgan.
Yeah, that's like, you mean my women's champion, Liv Morgan.
Yes, the NXT champion, Liv Morgan. I guess we could always just do the Evolve title idea.
If the titles are in the fucking game.
Yes. Or the speed titles. We already have an idea for that. They could just be our default cruiserweight titles. And can you believe it, Joker, that if we do that, then Logan Paul's going to go in 1 year as a champion.
I mean,
we cannot have that timeline. We'll just have to vacate. We'll just have to start a new lineage, Joker, because I refuse to have Logan Paul go 1 year as an official champion.
I mean, DDP technically did it with the U.S. Championship.
Joker, he was champion for a few months. And technically, we didn't even do the Elimination Chamber or Royal Rumble, so he could have lost.
Yes, he could have, but he didn't.
Actually, he did lose. Then Bannon won the belt, remember?
How about who won the title back?
And Bannon. And Bannon trying to go out in style and take the U.S. title with them, which you probably would have liked by now. Yeah, Joker, I was thinking we can actually work out a way to do, well, multiple shows that we were going for. And I think I have an idea on how we can do it. The idea is actually pretty simple. You want to hear it?
Let me hear your ideas, Booker Man.
4 to 5 matches per show.
But 4 to 5 is so little matches.
I know, but it was the one I remember you liking the most. Bye, Jade.
My worst champion in history.
Worst champion in history. I thought that was Drew McIntyre. I mean, he only held the title for 18 seconds. And Naomi with the Heat Seeker. I won't lie, I'm kind of rooting for Naomi to win.
Is that because we're getting crazy Naomi in the next game?
Yes. I know the part of me won't even really mind Nia, because at least we'd have another dominant champion going in as the North American champion. Yeah, so what do you think of that idea? The 4 to 5 matches idea. Yeah, except for PLEs. They'll be our special, longer shows.
And even though I like the shorter shows, I still think it would be a detriment to us in a way.
This is if we want to bring in our secondary show idea. And you remember what I said, right? We'd each run 2 shows. And they'd share our 2-night PLEs instead of NXT's, for example, having its own PLE. It'd just be shared with me. Well, with Raw. Well, whatever show you pick for next game, let's just say AAA. You get their belts and rivalries for your show. And I guess you could also bring in ECW. And if it wasn't for the Trons, I was also thinking that we might want to go back in time.
Yeah, they did add in a lot of new WCW, ECW stuff.
Yeah, and you could actually do ECW One Night Stand. Or Hardcore Heaven. Maybe you could bring back December to Dismember.
No, God, no. That was an awful thing for me.
Well, we're down to the final 4, Joker. Who you got winning the vacant North American Championship?
No, if they can't get rid of Nia Jax, I see it being Nia.
Now there goes Eve.
Eve Torres has been eliminated.
Rough Rider. Or does he call it something else? What's that? Radio silence?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's a little late to say Matt Cardona's gonna make it in.
The club.
I doubt it. He literally got back right when the game was announced. And he's already a nobody again. Maybe I should put Alexa Bliss in here, then it could be poetic. That's Naomi's finisher I gave her. You know, she used it that one time on Jade, and I decided to make that her new finisher.
Oh.
How was it called? The Face Buster. Well, I'll say this, Nia, that might be one of the worst power bombs I've ever seen.
I agree with you on that one.
Even take her down. I will say this, though, Joker. I do tend to agree with you for this game, and 10 matches might be a little too much. I'm unsure about the next game, though.
Oh yeah, we're not even 100% sure how the next game's going to actually run.
No, that's why I suggested we might want to drop our matches down if we want to continue the multiple shows, so that way we don't have to arbitrarily get rid of everyone who's won a belt. Well, I guess we'll try it with NXT and see how it goes. I mean, after all, we got that huge scramble match for Logan Paul. so that he can finally lose that fucking belt.
And if he retains,
He's fired. And goodbye, Naomi.
Naomi has been eliminated.
Well, Chelsea Green and Nia Jax. Now's not the time for showboating. If you still understand why I do want to keep alternative shows so we can actually push our other people. I was unsure if you want your own show, if we're getting AAA, or if you want to bring in WCW or ECW. Yeah, it's funny, Joker of Night. Okay, I spoke too soon. So, Joker, guess what?
that's one.
Are you not watching?
I watched. You said to guess what, and I said that's one.
Well, yes, but that's not what I was talking about. Nia Jax wins the title in her first match in our series. I know technically she was in our last one, but this is her debut in this season.
Interesting.
Alright, now are we ready, Joker, for Raw to become wonderful? Hey, this is the debut of Mr. Wonderful on Monday night.
Yes.
I know it's technically a Wednesday, but whatever. I can say at least we're going to get a new tag team for the next game, Joker, and we can actually make their tag team entrance.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
Now, the Lucha Brothers.
Mexico, weighing in at 80.
Either that or we can keep the Lucha Dragons. I'm curious, you think that WWE is going to give Penta the Intercontinental title?
No.
And I can see it, but at the same time, I cannot see it. Oh yeah, JD McDonough's back. Don't know if you saw that, but he's back.
Yes, the bobblehead returns.
And there he is, Joker.
Weighing in at 252 pounds.
Mr. Wonderful.
I wonder if he's gonna have this song in the next game. Probably. I'm curious, did you see the Maurice entrance?
Yes, they gave her a new attire.
Yes. Yeah, I was wondering, do you think they're gonna update the Trons?
I don't know, like...
And did you not notice
I know.
Maurice's Trons were her... Trons from Raw? They just added a little background thing to it to play over the video. Alright, Penta, let's see how you do against Mr. Wonderful. And Mr. Wonderful already going for a pin.
It's a little early for a pin, Mr. Wonderful. I'll tell you that already.
Hey, I almost got two. And Mr. Wonderful and Penta looking for a shot at the North American title from Andrade. Let's see if they can impress me for a shot. If I recall, wasn't our opponent for Ciampa going to be Santos?
We talked about it, but we weren't 100% sure if it was going to be Santos.
I did want it to be Santos because NXT's kind of becoming the home of Legado again. And hey, I think Santos deserves the shot. And who else are we thinking? Tony D?
I didn't really have anyone actually in mind. It's just
I think we
just
should do
don't
Cruz Del
know.
Toro.
no.
I'm curious, how do you think this match would go in real life? Penta,
When Mr. Wonderful was in his prime?
Mexican Destroyer. Rope break.
I honestly don't know how this match would have went in real life, to be honest. I know Mr. Wonderful would have been at a disadvantage because
Penta driver.
he hardly wrestled against like smaller guys. Or like really small guys that moved around a lot.
I was thinking that was it for Mr. Wonderful. I forgot the North American title. I may up Penta up to the Intercontinental title. And we know Oba's going to need some fresh opponents. And a backstabber. Nothing to comment on this match, Joker?
But so far it's been very good back and forth.
Yeah, Penta's been in control for most of it.
Yes.
Yeah, that jinxed him.
But we both know
Roll up.
it could take one maneuver and this match will be over in an instant. Penta kicks out of the roll up.
Uh-oh.
And pile driver.
Oh, driver. One, two.
Ooh.
Penta kicks out.
Kick out.
Oh, they both hit their best shots, but Mr. Wonderful is still standing. And now Penta's standing.
Penta is still in it. Mr. Wonderful is
going
still
for
in it.
Elbow drop. Who knows, maybe I will make this the #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental title. I can't say either of these two don't deserve it for the runs they've had so far.
Indeed. Down to 5.
Penta driver.
Mr. Wonderful walked right into it. Two.
Kick out.
Kick out.
Well, one more time. Let's Penta have it one more time, though. Super kick.
And now they're just trading blows back and forth.
I think Penta just flipped him off. Sling blade. 1, 2. Kick out.
That was another close
goes the
call. I
glove.
will not. And just getting serious now.
Well, wonderful. The short arm clothesline.
These men are not giving each other an
Ball
inch.
driver.
Another
Referee's
foul driver.
distracted.
Will that be it? Ref! Ref! Well, we have a new one contender.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Impressive win.
Here is your winner, Mr. Wonderful.
Well, Joker, I think we have our opponent for Oba. So, what do you think of that matchup? Oba Femi versus Mr. Wonderful at the Royal Rumble for the Intercontinental Championship.
It should be very interesting. I have no idea who could come out the winner, but like whoever does will be absolutely wonderful.
Alright, let's find out who's going to end this between these two and take on Damage Control. And the final match that I'm giving these three teams. Then we're moving on to someone else. And here you got PFC or the other one.
I'm gonna
Kyra.
say PFC.
I guess you really want them to hold all the gold before it's over. Damage Control holds all the gold.
No, I'm just saying, I think that the PFC has a higher opportunity.
On the way to the ring.
And to go on to the shorter shows. And us continuing our show counts. Yeah, that means that we can, again, just go with our original idea for the Evolve titles if they're in. And we can finally make do with that whole stipulation that I've been wanting to do. Or we could just go back to the monthly thing. Now every month, whoever holds the title, they get the #1 contenders match for whichever world title they want.
You like your option C, don't you?
Yeah, I wanted to do that this year, but someone ghosted me. For like
Sir,
a couple months.
I was burnt out, sir.
Excuses.
Sir, I told you I didn't want to do it.
Actually, I'm the one that told you it was okay to tell me that. You didn't want to tell me that. Alright, aren't you excited? We're nearing the end of this. And depending on how well 2K26 is, well, that might determine if we continue our series or not. Or if we're just going to take a year break. Because I'm still unsure if I'm even going to get it.
I know I'll probably pick it up like at some point if it goes on sale. Because I do want to see like all the shit that...
And they usually come out during my birthday. My birthday month, so someone usually just gets me it anyway. I'm just unsure if I want to ask for it this year or not. If only if I could ask for a $5,000 new PC. I don't think their birthday generosity goes that far, though. Yeah, Jacker, I'm curious. Tomorrow, do you want to do episode 2 of The Walking Dead?
Now, all depend on if my dad comes home tomorrow or not.
And we can do it early.
Sir, I probably will not be up early.
Okay, well, here's what you need to do. You need to set an alarm clock, attach a string to it, fill a bucket of ice water, put it above your bed, and then when you're sleeping, attach that string, and then when the alarm goes off, the string will pull the bucket, and it will dump all the water on you. I hope you like my little Scooby-Doo trap. I'm not sure how it would actually work in practice, but I'm sure you could figure it out.
Yes, you and your accidental Rube Goldberg devices.
Who?
Okay, if you've ever played the game Mousetrap, that device that makes the game play on its own.
And isn't that the game with the scissor guy?
No.
Is that someone else?
That is technically a Rube Goldberg device, because she's the one that discovered items can move in that way to progress forward the movement and keep it going.
Okay, you can use a broomstick to tilt the bucket.
Oh, you're thinking of Wake the Man in the Bed. There's a guy sleeping in his bed and you were trying to wake him up. Yes, that's technically
I gave it away.
That.
And the goal is to wake you up early by pouring a bucket of ice water on you.
Yes,
I guess you could always just ask your brother to do it. I'm sure he would.
My brother wakes up at 5 a.m. and doesn't get off of work until 3 p.m.
I'm sure he could wake you up. And you tell me you're up until 5 a.m. anyway, so it should be able to wake you up while you go to bed. And Sonya with the submission. Be like that one meme that I can't remember the show of, where the kid's just going to bed, and then his family just wakes him up like a couple seconds later.
That's kind of funny because that has actually happened before. Because my brother went and got everyone breakfast from McDonald's, and I had literally just laid in bed. He wakes me up and asks me what I want from McDonald's. Tell him what I want from McDonald's, eat my McDonald's, and go back to bed.
Double body splashes. Now they're both trying to take down Lyra. I forget what she calls that, the DeVille?
I don't remember either, sir.
Down the rabbit hole she goes.
Still a stupid name.
It's a stupid fucking finisher. Should I just give her something else since she doesn't wrestle anymore? No, just give her one interesting finishing move. And I don't even care, I'll make it the triangle choke if I need to. I know, shit. You think a submission would bear Sonya?
I mean, she did a lot of submissions to begin with, so yeah.
I don't know what submission would I even do, though? The chicken wing?
I don't know. Like, I don't really care. A submission's a submission.
I'm trying to think of the worst submission hold, but can't really think of one.
I know of a very bad submission.
And that is?
Yeah, I say, man, I don't really want you to stick Sonya with it.
Let me guess, the Iron Claw hold? Now the one Kane uses?
No, the worst version of that is the Iron Claw in the head. But no, there's an even worse
I could say
submission
that
than
one
that.
kind of works because he's supposed to be suffocating you. He's putting his hand over your mouth and nose. Well, Joker, you're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm hardly wrong.
What do you mean? You're wrong all the time. So, Royal Rumble, Night 1, it's going to be PFC challenging Damage Controls, Bailey, and Io. I'll say this, Joker, I've had a really good show so far. You're going to have a lot to top. Alright,
Maybe.
so, are you ready for a job match? At this point, Jordan Grace is what, 1-40?
Her win-loss record is not the best.
I wonder if Roxanne is going to be a part of Judgment Day. I know she has the Trons, but in the little draft thing they did, it only showed, well, the original members before Roxanne joined. Yeah, I guess we're gonna see. Maybe she could take up the role of Carlito. She can spit in the face at people who don't want to be cool.
You mean a useless role to begin with that they just put Carlito in there?
I was talking about
As a favor?
the entrance.
I'm just still like saying Carlito's role in the Judgment Day and being part of the Judgment Day was just meh.
And her opponent from
They need to change this fucking song. Seth Rollins' entrance has been revealed.
It's gonna be.
And
He's
wow,
gonna
that
have-
has some terrible fire effects. I'm guessing this is just his WrestleMania one. And he's coming out with the flamethrower.
Yep.
It looks awful. Ah, my fucking
Sir.
So you wanna know
They've never.
what they made?
What?
Okay, so they made a Star Wars real doll. Want to take a guess on which character it is that I'm looking at?
Princess Leia?
Yes and no. It's Slave Leia.
Leia is Leia.
It's her in the slave outfit.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Leia is Leia.
So someone has Google to update Lita's face, and it looks a lot better. So I'm curious, is that going to be your next feud, or are you actually going with, fuck, who was it that I said you should have take on Victoria? So apparently Jamie Hayter is in a tag team now, Joker.
Really?
Yeah, their team name is the Brawling Birds.
And a little.
Their logo really does look like the Brawling Brutes logo. Yeah, I will say this. John Grace isn't doing too bad in here. Yeah, as I was saying, I guess you could do Lita versus Victoria for the United States Championship. And of course, we cannot forget the rematch of the century. Ethan Page versus Eddie Guerrero. And after all, Eddie never beat him. Hey, he didn't. He beat Rob. I guess we need to update Rob's name because he's jobbing a lot.
All job, Rob? No.
All job Rob.
Yes.
How does that sound like Jacob Fatu's stupid catchphrase? All gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes, Rob. Maybe a better nickname would be All High, Rob. Oh, so far, what do you think of this match between John Grace and the Prodigy, Roxanne?
Not bad.
And there's the crossface. No, I'm not even sure she even still does that. I forgot to mention, I seen that there was a report saying that Roxanne got surgery. I was trying to find out what it was, but I can't find the post. Maybe it was fake. So Karen Cross is going to be at Natural Born Killers 5.
Interesting.
Okay, do you think Cross is going to make it?
I honestly don't know, sir.
And I say he's another one that has a 50-50 shot of making it. Especially given the timing of his exit was, well, usually the cutoff date. Or they changed that to the Rumble. Oh, so, Joker, that might be her new finisher.
Ah.
You sound so interested in this match, Joker.
Is it rude to say that I'm not?
I'm surprised. I thought you wanted Jordan Grace to step up.
Oh, trust me, I do. I really do want her to step up.
It's not like this is just some random match. And it is. That's to see who gets next. Dakota Kai. And Pump Rocks. I guess you're more interested in our next match. The women's and men's Fatal 4-Ways.
Kind of, yes, because I do want to see
Stephanie.
who ends up.
You want to see her Devil's Kiss? And yes, Joker, they do got Booker T saying that line in the game.
I hope it's true that we can choose who we want on commentary, because if so, I'm getting rid of Booker T as soon as I possibly can. Because I cannot stand him on commentary.
There we go. Roxanne Perez wins. And there's Dakota Kai. So, how's the belt look on her?
It's alright.
No, Joker, I got half my house. Yeah, about half my card filled.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, the more disinterested you sound, the more I'm thinking, okay, maybe we should just go to the pre-recorded again. You sound more interested when I was just booking random shit.
I'm not honestly trying to sound, disinterested at all.
Well, here we go, Joker. Let's see. Can Bull do it? I'm giving her a shot at a world title #1 contender spot. Let's see if she can get it. Here's who I'm low-key hoping wins this, just so we can have at least one more shot of Blair becoming the a world champion before she's done.
Yes, I know. You want Blair to have her time in the spotlight.
Ray had it last year.
The following contest is a fatal
Now I kind of forgot that they never fixed her name tag.
to the ring from Wellington, New
Yeah, but you want her to get it this year as well.
Oh, yeah, this is actually the first time where she's actually gonna hold the women's world title. Because when she did
Possibly.
win the world title, it was back when we only had the Raw and SmackDown Raw and SmackDown titles, and then she was in mid-card for pretty much the entirety of the last season.
Mid-card purgatory.
Well, not really. It was mainly when Jesse joined us and we had that reset. She was the women's world champion a couple times. Just when Jesse joined us, I had to reset everything, remember?
Yes. Well, technically you didn't have to. You wanted to.
Yes, we're still paying for that to this day. Ain't WWE regrets their decision yet of paying this song?
and her opponents. First, from San Fernando,
No.
Hey, I, for one, am glad that, for once, 2K is outdated. Watch they put in the song anyway. I wouldn't imagine it'd be that hard for them just to change the sound file. Hell, it's
Yeah.
not really that hard for modders to do it. Yes, Joker, I could literally get us all the things you said right now if I wanted to. I just don't feel like paying a couple dollars to mod this fucking game.
I mean, I don't blame you. I wouldn't fucking either. We got other shit we can do within WWE that's coming out pretty soon.
Yes, I do want us to do a dispatch series. I think you'll be more interested in that than all of our other stuff we're doing, if I'm honest. I just need to get the game. I know. Are you interested in doing Dispatch? The new IP superhero game?
To be honest, not really.
Why not?
I don't really care for it.
I'm surprised. I thought you loved the edgy superhero genre.
Yeah, that really depends.
I'll just say, I did watch some of the cutscenes, and it is pretty well written. I'm curious to see how you think of the whole shifts. And that will determine our ending, too. At least from everything I heard, how well we do in our shifts will also depend on our ending for some characters. So yeah, it's not just your typical Telltale game of you say the right things to get some people fell through it and they like you. No, you actually gotta be good at the gameplay. Apparently one of the final bosses is a part of that too. I have not seen any of the footage of that, but I did see some of the choices, and one of them was dependent on if you can beat the main villain's second in command before they destroy the city. Then I say you'd like it simply because, well, you like the whole superhero thing, so I'm curious to see what you would think of a world where the developers make a more realistic version of a superhero world.
But then again, as I said before, I only really care about superheroes that I know and like.
Well, Joker, I guess it's time for you to get to know and like these superheroes then. They're not really superheroes, I mean, the game is basically the Suicide Squad. And what else am I supposed to think? And the game is quite literally, you are a former superhero, and you're put in charge of a group of ex-villains and trying to rehabilitate them. So the only real difference is that they don't have a bomb in their head. And besides, unlike the usual Telltale games, the episodes are only 30 minutes long. This, Joker, it's not going to take us literally 2 hours and 30 minutes for us to get through them. As I said, what are you talking about? You didn't have any idea who any of the Tales from the Borderlands characters were?
No, but it was still set in the world of Borderlands, and I'm interested to see like what people do in the world of Borderlands.
They're not interested in seeing the people in the world of California do if they had superpowers.
Not really, no.
That's too bad, because we're pretty much all out of two-player games that aren't over $40.
I have suggested Raft. That's $20.
Well, I don't exactly have $20 to spare. And I don't even have a dispatch just because I don't have the money to spare right now. And why do you think we're doing this?
Because you hate me?
Well, if I hated you, we'd be... what's a game that you really hate? As if I hated you, I'd have you watch all 9 seasons of The Walking Dead with me.
So, but then at that point, I could maybe possibly get back into The Walking Dead at that point.
Decker, what part of the Walking Dead Telltale series is based on the comics, not the show?
Well, I've never read the Walking Dead comics.
I'm surprised, I thought you read everything.
No, the only
forget
comics
to
I really
mention
read
that
are
one
Batman.
of the collectibles for Dispatch is apparently a comic book.
Huh?
So from what I heard, the unlockables for Dispatch is a prequel comic book for some of the side characters. I haven't heard too much about it other than apparently it's a prequel to tell the story of your dad and the main villain. And hey, I could say this, Joker. The game gives you the choice to kill the main villain or capture him.
Interesting, I guess.
Hey, as I said, I think you'd like it. Just like I said you would like Tales from the Borderlands. As far as The Walking Dead goes, well, I'm only doing that just because I'm curious to see what you actually think of it. I'm unsure if you'll actually like everything about it. Especially after we tried the first episode. And the game was a glitchy mess. Hey, did you like the first episode of The Walking Dead Telltale series?
I mean, it was alright. Like, we kind of got off on a bad start because you didn't know what to do for...
I didn't play it. I was only saving it for when we played it. As much as I like the whole narrative games, I will say, I don't exactly want to go back in and play 2 hours of something that I already did. That's why I kind of like the whole idea of Dispatch being 30 minutes and just having more episodes. Oh, and actually, so I'm curious, do you watch Jacksepticeye?
Yes.
He's in the game.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, so you know someone in the game, Joker. Stop lying.
Yeah, but I don't know what character he's gonna be voicing.
He voices a character called Punch Up.
Punch Up.
Yeah, he's a midget. And Blair with the Falcon's arrow right on the bat. I bet you taken that before, haven't you, Joker? And Blair's
No,
with
I've
this
never
referee and staring at Oscar. Is he in love?
No, I've never actually taken a Falcon arrow before. I've taken an F5. That was one of the worst things I've actually ever taken.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it in the water, not on the floor.
No, I took it on a trampoline.
Let me guess. You broke the trampoline.
No, I will say.
Or were you like me trying to do a backflip and I landed directly on my neck? I landed face first on my neck.
I landed. No, I landed on my face like you're supposed to. I would say it's hard on your abdomen taking an F5. I will not lie. No, like I did basically what you did with the backflip. Instead of landing on my face, I landed on the actual back of my neck.
That's baby. If you want, Jacker, I can show you a few more clips to see if you're interested. Try not to make them too spoilery, but I haven't really checked out that many scenes of the game because I want to have a genuine reaction to it too. And you know what they say? It's not too bad to try out new things, Joker.
You know what I say to that? No.
And I will say, you should never read any new Batman comic ever again because, well, it's new.
Yes, but it still evolves around Batman. And I know Batman, I know his villains.
Okay, let's say they make a future Batman that focuses on some descendants, and he faces a different group of villains that are nothing like any of his other villains from the past. I think they kind of already did that with Batman Beyond.
They did that with... Yes, I was about to say, yes, they did that with Batman Beyond.
Yeah, Harley have like 2 girls in that. Right now,
those are her nieces. Yes, those were her nieces. Yes.
And didn't Harley die in that? He fell off a cliff.
I haven't seen Batman Beyond in so long, sir. Like the actual anime. I haven't seen in so
Oh, my
long.
pick wins.
Here is your winner.
Hey, but that's good for Blair. Showing us that she's not a complete loser.
Joy Grace. Sorry, I had a cough there.
I mean, yeah, Jordan can't still break her losing streak in our series, unfortunately.
And she broke it that one time.
One win doesn't count. Even if you win the fucking championship with that one win, does not count.
I'll say, Joker, your whole statement on not wanting to do Dispatch because you haven't tried it is kind of hypocritical when you compare it to me not wanting to do Dead Island 2. And the difference is, I actually played the first game and hated it and never wanted to do it again.
I will say this, it's just like, I don't know if I'll like it. If I like it, you know, that's great.
I will say you will like it. From the scenes I have seen. However, the scenes I've seen are spoilers. And I kind of want to get your genuine reaction to it. And I will say this, from what I have heard, the general plot is pretty non-existent.
But isn't that like kind of the case with most games like this?
No, it's a story game. Okay, so basically the story is, there is this MacGuffin that powers your suit, and the bad guy wants it so that he can be the smartest man alive. Oh, and he killed your father. That's pretty much his motivation. And from what I've seen, the game pretty much just doesn't really focus on any of the villains except this one bad guy. And it mainly focuses on character building this team that you got. Then again, I'm only speaking for the, I think first 4 episodes. Again, I didn't watch the entire thing, but I did look at some scenes, and those were from those specific episodes. I will say, one of the themes about it that was pretty easy to pick on is, are people redeemable? So, one of the supporting characters is a guy that makes it very clear that he doesn't think any of these villains should be given... Well, he doesn't think any of the villains are worth redeeming.
Okay, so just think of fucking Jason Todd from Batman.
No, he doesn't want to kill them. He just thinks that giving them a shot is pointless, and they should all be cut.
Oh yeah, I'm basically saying.
Let's say the
like,
guy from what I've heard is interesting. So basically, he is an old man who is basically your co-partner on the comms. The thing is, he's like 20 years old. So superpower is speed. So basically, he's like the Flash. The only difference is
Quicksilver.
whatever. So basically, his superpower, when he uses it, makes him age really fast. And he used it so much that at the age of, well, in his 20s, he looks like an old man.
Damn.
And depending on who you romance in the game, well, he will not be happy with one of them.
Why? It's because she an ex-villain?
Yeah, it's the Invisigal character. And the old man was pretty much best friends with your dad, so he kind of looks out for you. I don't know, maybe I'll have to show you that scene. It's not too spoiler heavy. And as long as I don't show you the ending, then it shouldn't be that big of a problem. So, should we give a warm welcome for the final time of Karrion Kross?
Yes, the possible final time of Mr. Karrion Kross.
I will say, he's not getting any younger.
Oh yes, I know, like he's not getting any younger.
If you're watching, Moist Critical's also in the game.
Huh?
Okay, I'll take that as you don't know who he is.
No.
He basically makes those exposed videos where he exposes famous people for being shit people in real life. One of the people that exposed... What the fuck was his name? That pirate guy? Yeah, during the whole Stop Killing Games thing. Yeah, the worst part about Kross is we are not gonna get his Dead Silence song. Oh, and I gotta ask, what do you think of AEW freezing Chris Jericho's contract?
Honestly, that is actually something illegal because you can't legally do that unless he was injured, and he took time off for a vacation that was only for like 2 weeks.
And all I heard was that he's adding the injury time, that he was on his hiatus.
Literally,
I believe it was us. Well, I didn't read the story, but if I had to take a wild guess, I'd say it was probably injury or also the whole Fozzy tours they was doing.
Yeah, but Tony Khan greenlit those tours.
All I can say is Christian Slew then.
Yeah, he took a month of vacation that Tony Khan himself approved. Then he took, 3 months to do the Fozzy tours that also Tony Khan approved.
So you know the key cards that Nintendo Switch 2 has?
Yes.
So you want to know how much gigabytes Final Fantasy Remake integration has?
Probably a lot.
Okay, so I'm just going to compare... Actually, no, I'm going to use WWE 2K15 as the example. So hang on, let me pull up the Steam page and find out how many gigabytes the game requires on Steam. I think it was around 15 or 16 gigabytes. Just making sure, so I have the right numbers. Okay, memory... storage, so... 130 gigabytes.
Okay, and by default, the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 only have like up to 200 gigs base.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of terabytes, so. Okay, so WWE 2K25 on Switch needs 79.2 gigabytes.
That's a quarter of your.
That's for less quality too, by the way.
Yeah, that's literally a quarter of your storage on Switch.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake is 90.4 gigabytes.
That's more than a quarter. That's almost fucking half.
Yeah, so the rant is Nintendo Switch 2 needs a 2 terabyte SD card because these games are getting huge.
Nintendo will never do it until like probably later on. It's just like I'm also questioning like why give us so much, such little space to begin with, because
So going back to the whole Brawling Birds, their finisher is a somewhat heart attack. Yeah, it is pretty much just the heart attack, just Jamie Hayter jumps up to do her Haterade. Well, I am curious, how much gigabytes does it cost? Well, does it take without the SD card? Well, the key card.
no, like the key cards are nothing but downloadable like content. Like you don't really get a physical game anymore.
Oh, I know.
You buy it'll probably be the same.
Yeah, it is the same. So, of all of them, it is Xbox that, PlayStation 4 that has the lowest download size. And I guess that shouldn't be too surprising.
Yeah, like PlayStation 4 didn't really. Like, PlayStation 4 games weren't ever really that big.
Yeah, if you're talking about, I had to buy an external hard drive.
I never really had to buy one for my PS4. Like,
I didn't
JV
either.
had.
It was until I got tired of uninstalling everything.
Literally, JV had an extra hard drive and just sent me one. I didn't even ask for it. Like, he just sent me it. The only question,
Maybe
like
one
he
day
asked
he'll
me,
send
was,
you a PC.
would I use a external hard drive if I had one? And I just gave him the answer, yes. He didn't ask me if I wanted one.
Thinking about it.
He didn't ask me if I needed it. He didn't ask me if I wanted one. He just asked me if I would use one if I had one. And I'm like, yeah.
So yeah, Red Cross is LA Knight going to Royal Rumble. Nope. I didn't ask who you're rooting for.
I'm kind of rooting for LA Knight or CM Punk in this.
Not Jacob Fatu.
I think Jacob Fatu would be also another one I
Samoa
would be
drop.
rooting for.
Okay, LA, you're gonna have to pick someone. There's the undercut of ice. Cross steps.
But there's no ref.
No, they're outside the ring.
And that's what I mean. There's no ref because there's no false count anywhere.
Hey, Scarlett can be the ref. And Vato. And Baylor
I think
DDT.
I think she would be very biased towards Cross if she was the referee.
Nonsense. I think you're just being a hater.
I'm not being a hater. I'm being truthful.
You are not Sean Spears. Speaking of that guy, whatever happened to him on your show? And you gonna bring him back with Izzy Dame?
I don't know, sir, to be honest.
I'm hoping that we at least get Izzy Dame's solo stuff alongside it, but I fucking doubt it, given 2K's track record.
Oh yeah, I will agree with you on that one. Like, 2K's track record is fucking abysmal.
I'll say there's a chance simply because they did add Roxanne's babyface theme in as well. Now it's come down to Cross and Jacob. Is that enough? Kick out at 1. And LA, blunt force trauma.
But you gotta watch out for Punk, LA.
I see, Joker. If I was playing, this match would be over.
Yeah, but the match wouldn't have been as good, I don't think, if you were playing.
I'm insulted. And after the match I had with Pete Dunne and Dijak, you're really going to say my matches are bad?
Okay, that was a little too harsh, sir.
Last I checked, you liked my little match they put together between... who was it? It was the last one they did that we reacted to. I think it was the tag team match. No, that was last year. They did Robert Kurt and Valen and did the Valen heel turn. No, I don't think I did one this year. Actually, no, I did.
Hey, you...
I remember it being
I'll
something with
say-
CM Punk.
You didn't do horrible with your matches, I will say that. You do some pretty good matches.
And when I know what I want to do, then I can. The problem is you don't give me any ideas to work with, so I'm just kind of at a loss what you want to tell.
Well, that's the thing, sir. I never know what I want to do or tell until, like, something comes to me, and that hardly happens to me, like, early.
Decker. Yeah, 2
Yes.
months to plan this shit out.
Sir, I don't plan shit out for the most part. You know me.
I didn't think that Jacob was going to catch that.
Sir, most of the time I just wing it.
I bet I think you mean you use ChatGPT.
No, like I've only used ChatGPT for like helping me like write my D&D stuff, sir.
Alright, wasn't it with Obafemi? Fuck, what show was it? I'm trying to remember. I know I did one for this, and he did like it. I just was unsure if I'd have time to do 5 matches. So, what do you think of this main event so far? And these 4 are really going all out for that #1 contender spot. And I'm sure Drew is happy.
Yes, Drew should be happy because these guys are just trying to kill each other for
What's
an
this, Jacker? I
opportunity.
did have a fun little idea. Anyone want to hear it?
Yeah, why not?
It was more so a custom Road to WrestleMania ideas.
Oh?
So basically, we just come up with our own custom Road to WrestleMania ideas.
Interesting.
I'm just unsure how that would work long term, or if there would be a long term. Basically, the idea would be we take, I don't know, say 5 different characters, and we have them go into their feuds, like in the old days of the Road to WrestleManias, and we have it all connect into some big universe. And that's kind of what I was trying to go for with me doing it. So much time just passed, I keep forgetting my ideas I want to do. Scarlett, why are you
I
distracting
never had
the referee?
ideas.
And cross 1 there, and Scarlett distracted the ref. And you said Scarlett was going to be biased.
I mean, Cross still won, didn't he?
Here is your winner, Karrion Kross.
Cross actually got to hold both the world titles before he's out.
I don't think so.
And I can make it that if we go with that idea. So, Drew McIntyre defends against Karrion Kross at the Royal Rumble.
Hi, Hot Frog. How are you?
Alright, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our late night stream. I'll see you next time on Joker Show.
Yes.
Or that or The Walking Dead.
Frog, shut up.